Hi, superstars. It is time for social studies. We are on Unit 4, Lesson 1, and we are on page 60 of your social studies workbook. So open it up to page 60, your social studies workbook. Let's read our essential question. How do we find places? How do we find places? What can we use to help us find where places are? Well, there are many ways to find places, including using maps and globes. Let's read this together. Sam knows a poem about special places to go. Listen to the poem and then say it together. Read along with me. I love where I live. There is so much to do. The library, beach, forest, or zoo. All the places to go. I've just named a few. Time for a trip. Where to go? Here's a clue. Well, the buddies are going on a field trip. Where could they be going? Let's look at the clues he's telling us about. All right, let's look here. Let me get my little marker here. Now, the illustration, let's look over here. It says analyze visuals. What does the illustration tell you about where the buddies are going? So let's read here real quick. Read it with me. It says, circle the name of the place they are going. Before we do that, we want to look at clues in the illustration. Okay, the illustration is showing, what are these? And what's he holding? The illustration is showing many books. The books help show where the buddies are going. So where do you think they're going on a field trip? All right, let's look at the options we have. Is it the bakery? Well, the bakery has baked goods like cakes and muffins. Does this illustration give us a clue that tells us they're going to the bakery? No, it doesn't. All right, let's look down here. Zoo. What's at the zoo? Well, here's an elephant. There are different kinds of animals at the zoo. Does this illustration give us a clue that the buddies are going to the zoo? No, I don't think so. I don't see any animals in the illustration. He has an animal on his shirt, a dinosaur, but I don't see any clues of animals. Let's look at our third option. What does this say? Library. What do you find at the library? Books. That is correct. There are books at the library. And look at the clues in the illustration. Books. So the illustration helped us to know where the buddies were going on their field trip. So you're going to circle the name of the place that they are going. And we said that was the library. So in this unit, we're talking about What are we talking about in this unit? Do you remember? Well, we were talking about how where we live affects how we live. So we live in San Diego. The climate in San Diego is sunny and warm most of the time. So how does that affect where we live and what we can do? Well, can we go outside? We can go to the beach. We can go on hikes. We can go on walks because the weather and the climate where we live is nice. If we lived in a snowy climate where it was cold, we probably couldn't go out as much. Or if we lived in an area that was very hot, we'd probably want to stay indoors so we don't get heat stroke. So where we live affects how we live. And that also affects the places we can go to. So here in San Diego, we can go to the beach, we can go to the zoo, we can go to SeaWorld, we can go to the mountains. Where else can we go here in San Diego? Think of some places that you'd like to go on a field trip. All right, superstars, until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.